Hello my friends, and welcome to my channel. I think it's time to do a update on my 100-day project. So I thought we could do a page or two today, and then I can show you the other pages that I have made off camera. So I have put some matte medium on top of a few pages, so we are ready in case we need to do some more. But I thought I could start with some matte medium and do a little collage and see if we can maybe paint something on top of that, or maybe do some embroidery. So I have no plan. It's I have been working on my tall journal several hours today, and now my inspiration died. So I will sit here and see if something is coming. Maybe we can work something out. So I want to have some kind of background, so I want this that is a little bit different from the book. And this is just a printable ledger, so you can get it on Etsy if you just search for ledger digitals. Then you get several to choose from. If you don't have any old ones to use. Still a little bit big. So let's cut a little bit on this side. Try to get it quite straight so it works when we are going to put it down later on. So I will just put this aside for a while. I'm going to do a little bit of collaging with these papers. So I hope you are well, and in Sweden we still have spring, and no snow seems to be coming late. So I hope that we still can have this beautiful spring feeling. Today it has been really warm outside. Me and Nico was walking down by the big lake or creek. I will show you a couple of pictures, and it was really warm, 15 degrees Celsius. That's a lot this time of year. So we really enjoyed our walk today. And now we have been outside and played with his rubber duck. So now he has fallen asleep beside me. Satisfied and tired. The little boy. Thank you for all nice comments about my pictures being in the French magazine. It's really fun, so I had to share on my social medias. Feeling a little bit proud, so I hope that it would hold a standard that they think is all right. Sometimes everything is happening at the same time. A lot of exciting things. But I think that's typical, as with everything. If one thing happens that is positive, you get more of that. And the same when it's something that isn't so happy and so good, but it will come anyway. So let's put that aside to dry a little bit, and we can just put some more matte medium on one of the pages so we can use it up. Put a few more pieces down on this page. I like when it's differences on the page. Gets a little bit more exciting. And hopefully will give some inspiration. This is just some under paper that I have been having on my desktop. When I have been painting, so it has a lot of colors. But let's use it up. See if we can make something from this later on. So this is a nice way to work with the 100-day project, as it's a project that you totally decide yourself how much and how little you want to do. And I like to have my pages prepared. Some days is less good for creative stuff, and then if you have the pages already done and ready to be worked on, it's easier to get it done, even if it's short of time or you don't feel so good. You can still make it happen. Sometimes I'm not doing so much. I'm maybe just doing some color swatches or put down some color or collage like this, and that's totally okay. It's good enough for me. So I hope that will work. So I will dry this, and then I will come back, and we can continue to make the pages. So it has dried. It's still a bit crinkled, but I will iron them later when I have done everything I want on them. So let's see if we can make some kind of flower. Putting some water in first. Something that looks like petals. Going in with the light blue. That I hope will spread around a little bit. To blend some more. I'm using blue and white to get a lighter blue. The color is Auto Basic number 50. And some titanium white. Putting in some drops of this light blue. And as it's matte medium on top of this, this will float around a little bit. And then I'm going to use a darker blue. Let's see if we can make something beautiful in the middle. See if we can make that spread. Using some more water to get it to move a little bit. So I'm drying this, and then we can continue with some more colors. Like that. Like the color, a little bit different than usual. So then we need some greenery. Try to make it simple so that you feel that you can relax and have fun. And the same down here. Putting in some black into the green, so get some differences in the greenery. And I think I even will add some little bit of blue into the green. A little bit more cohesive to make it that way. Okay, time to dry again. And I will be back. So I just glued down a piece of lace that I have took tear and teared it and glued it on. And now it's time for some embroidery, I think. This is pages that I'm going to use as backgrounds or use them in my journals. I'm kind of try to think that I can use it as pockets or decorations. Maybe cut this out and use it as snippet clusters or pockets. So that's why I'm kind of making two. It's not likely that I'm going to use the whole page, so I kind of make it in two pieces. That way I can take half of it and make things. And I think I need something more blue. So let's see if we can make something from this. little bit like kind of a rose from that seam binding. Just doing some simple stitches up and down. Let's take the other piece and see if we can do something similar with this. Just by playing, we have made a rose, or at least some kind of flower, with that little piece of seam binding. And a little bit of scribbling around the flower. the same with the other one. Something like that. And then I think I want some holes in it. No other reasons than I love the holes. So let's put this down. There we got the glue. A big amount. Better more than less. making sure that it's glued down properly. So this is a page I have started to do clusters on, so then I can rip this out and use them. So these will be filled with some more layers, so that's perfect to have in the book, so I can just rip out whatever I need. So those are in progress. This was a page there, it was a letter, so I took some magenta and brown and added it so it looks a bit old. So I thought that could be fun to use as a page or even as a letter, and put it in some journals. Some just painted colors. I have used different colors and let them float together. So you can use a piece of this. You can scribble on it. You can maybe use some white and do some marks on it. Use pieces of it or the whole piece. On some projects. Some muted color swatches. I have blended different colors and kind of made new colors from bases. So I used brown, yellow ochre, pink and green and a little bit of blue. So I had a base color that was kind of beige, and then I added a little bit of color and made other colors from it. So this is also pieces that I'm going to scribble around later on and maybe do some writing on them depending on where I want to use them. But it's nice to have them already painted, so you just can rip out the piece you want and use a little bit. And the same but in blue, different blue colors. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do any edges on these, maybe just leave them as they are. I did a piece of greenery that I can cut out and do a die cut of and use in my journals as decoration. I can show you in this one. I have put in kind of like this and added that as decoration in this big one, kind of like this, and got the rose, some leaves, a little writing space, and on this one put it in with the rose. So that's a nice way to use these botanicals. And another page where I have blended colors, so you can rip pieces of it, you can do marks on some of them and kind of do decorations and use them on snippets or in in the pockets. I made a flower, another botanical, so I can cut it out or I can use part of it in some decoration. We have roses and leaves on another piece that looks more like a letter. And I use my Tim Holtz stencil and then added some different colors on it. We have some brown flowers, watercolor painted. And then I think you have seen the rest. Another botanical and some black. So we have some pages now, so I think I'm not so far behind. Maybe one day or even less. So I think we will make this happen and be able to do this 100 days of decorations. So I hope you got inspired to do some collage and paint over it, do the embroidery, do the mark making and the holes, and have fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back. I have a lot of projects going on, so I will see you soon again. Until next time, bye bye from Sweden.